I guess they didn't get crushed? No, it doesn't sound any better.
Shocker, Hawks lose again. This time 5-1 to the Calgary Flames, and now the Hawks are just on a bad streak. First really bad stretch of Derek King's coaching career so far. Lost in overtime to Nashville, overtime to Dallas, and now 6-1 against Nashville, now 5-1 to Calgary.
Once again, the Hawks could not play Marc-Andre Fleury or Kevin Lankinen. Arvid Soderblum will get his first NHL start tonight.
I don't think he played terrible, but he did let up 4 goals.
Now, granted, the defense wasn't really helping on any of those goals, so there's that. I don't have too much to digest about Soderblum, about whether or not I think he's bad or good. It's his first career NHL start. Most first career NHL starts for goaltenders don't go great.
Especially if they're in a position such as Soderblum was in tonight. Despite the final score being 5-1, the Hawks actually scored first in this game. Their only goal was actually the first goal of the game, as Henrik Borgstrom wins a puck battle with 2 Flames, and it squirts out for Patrick Kane behind the net, and he fires a perfect pass to Alex DeBrincat, who's just like, it's one of those perfect behind the net to the slot kind of passes. It's like boom, right on the net and in. I love those plays. They work so well. They're so sudden. It's super hard to save those, especially if it's put and the shot is placed in a perfect spot. If the shot is just a gimme right to the chest, then yeah, you don't really have to react. But you know, you're talking about Patrick Kane to Alex DeBrincat. He's going to score, and he did. But see, that was about it when it came to positives from this game. The Flames then end up scoring to tie the game before the end of the first, so it's only 1-1 going into intermission. And then they rattle off a couple more goals on Soderblum, one of them being a shorthanded turnover that gave a free shot. And, of course, Soderblum can't make the save, so, yeah, that was the goal that made it 3-1. Because the Flames scored on a power play blast from the point earlier in the period. See, Elias Lindholm was the goal scorer on that first goal on the power play from the point. But then we let this guy named Trevor Lewis score on the shorthand. He just took it away and decided to go right to the net and lift it right over Soderblum. He got his 3rd goal of the year with that one. And so they go down 3-1 going into intermission. And, yeah, it's just bad. But the game's not over because 3-1 is only 2 goals. Those leads usually are never totally safe unless you can get it to a 3-goal lead. And it actually took till empty net time for the Flames to score their next goal. And Soderblum actually held his ground here in the 3rd period, including a beautiful breakaway save on Michael Backlund. He was totally beat, but his last-ditch effort putting the skate out was able to make the save. If you watch that play live, 9 times out of 10, that goes in the back of the net. Soderblum actually makes the really good save on that one. I think that was his best of the night. That, I think, was really good. I really appreciated that. But, I mean, he made some good saves, but that was easily his best and really the only one worthy of note. Because he had a kind of an average game. You know, he's let up 3 goals in this game. Granted, the defense hasn't been very helpful, but and when you look at the end of the game, it was only 3-1 when he headed to the bench for empty net time. Flames put an empty net. But wait, the final score is 5-1. Did they score 2 empty netters again? Oh, no, that didn't happen because Soderblum was actually put back in, and Johnny Gaudreau fired it past him before time expired. So instead of it being a 3-1 pretty close game that didn't go the Hawks' way, it becomes a 5-1 game that you look on the score sheet and look at the final score and say, oh, wow, they suck. They got blown out. Look, it's only it's 2 days into the new year, and the Hawks have been outscored 11-2 in these 2 games against Nashville and Calgary. That is horrendous. That is, oh my God, You can't have a -9 in 2 games. Back-to-back, too. I get it. You started, your third and fourth string goaltenders. You had to resort to emergency, goaltending, basically, as your 2 goaltenders couldn't play. But that doesn't mean it's an excuse to lose 6 and 5 to 1.
Look. I mean, if these last 2 games have shown us anything, the team's not winning a game anytime soon if Delia or Soderblum continue to have starts in net. And I don't think Soderblum had a terrible game, but, you'd rather have Lankinen or Fleury out on the ice tending your net, but they can't play right now, so fingers crossed because we've got the Colorado Avalanche next.
And then we get a little bit of a break on the road against the Arizona Coyotes. So hopefully, if this persists, we lose to Colorado, and hopefully we can beat the Coyotes with the third and fourth string. So yeah, this was not a reschedule, actually. We had our game on December 13th postponed. Calgary was one of the first teams that had issues with COVID-19. So yeah, our game on the 13th of December, this is not the reschedule for that. Rescheduled dates hopefully will come out soon, and hopefully we don't have to postpone the season or whatever. But this was not a reschedule. This was just the second game at home. So we have another game against Calgary at home. Hopefully it does not turn out to be as bad as this, depending on whether or not that's actually going to be played or not. But yeah, I mean, Colorado's next, and then Arizona. You just got your fingers crossed that Marc-Andre Fleury and Kevin Lankinen can get healthy but quickly.
Now, not going to excuse the defense here. They played terrible and should be called out for it. But that is in part due to the goaltender and net. And when you see the difference, how the defense plays when Fleury is not in net, even when Lankinen is in net sometimes, they'll play better. But with these last 2 games, it kind of begs the question, has our defense really improved? Or did we just get Seth Jones and make it seem like our defense has improved, but they just kind of suck because we got Jones and Fleury to kind of mask that a little bit?
Let me tell you, I'm hoping the answer is not no. So here's to hoping the defense can fix whatever problems they had in these last 2 games as they have a day off. And fingers crossed that this does not get worse.
So that is going to do it for this one. If you liked this video, please hit the like button and hit the subscribe button for more reactions. And I'll see you guys next time.